third and fourth quarter is commercial convention time. It was really exciting to go to C5 and see so many friends at the C5, CCIM in Atlanta. And then we went to eXp Con. Great to see so many people in the Vegas market really coming by to share and show, with over 100 commercial brokers at our mixer. And then going into Chicago, there was so many events with ICSE Central and the big one with SIWAR. And I know a lot of people are just coming back from CCIM in Seattle. So it is really great to see and kind of do the travel, as we love the virtual world. We got to sometimes meet and catch up with really good friends, and I am excited going through our eXp Commercial Explained and then meeting a longtime good friend that I haven't seen in so long, but we know we've talked here and there, and we both came from the same company. But one of the things that people have to realize with eXp, we are all under eXp World Holding, a publicly traded company. eXp Realty has been around since 2009, and eXp Commercial has been around since 2020 of November, since our third year is coming up in Birmingham. So, those that are interested in showing up, that's where we'll be to celebrate our third year of success, watching our fastest agent growth in commercial, building up all our services in ancillary services, as more is going to be rolled out about the capital markets, facility management, corporate services, and so many other things, the extra training that we're giving people, but also the business brokerage. I'll just say, because in eXp Commercial, you are allowed to do business brokerage, and that is one of the biggest growth engines of eXp Commercial at this point. That's the one thing. We are corporate, not franchise. That is a big differentiator. And I always say, for those that work on institutional deals, publicly traded, check a box. Being corporate, not franchise, because a lot of times the larger clientele that you deal with wants to make sure that you are publicly traded or you have the financial capability. And then the other part is to make sure that you are corporate, not franchise. Franchise, you are limited in your scope of work and your region of what you could do. But being part of eXp Commercial, you're part of the global network in 24 different countries and in all 50 states, which allows you to have a lot more strength with portability. I always say, talk to the state broker first, like our guest, our commercial designated broker that we'll be interviewing. But that's the exciting things of how you can grow, how you can build your company. We are tech savvy, tech innovative, looking for new opportunities and looking how we can plug in new systems into eXp Commercial and collaborate with eXp Realty with over 90,000 agents. This is the biggest thing, is most people say we don't want to do a lateral. Well, here at 80/20 capping, yes, capping at 20,000. This is one of the biggest game changers. We're literally giving away our business for you to come over. So at 80/20 capping at 20,000 for a commercial company, really unheard of. And it's $250 for the technology startup, which we're constantly improving. You're going to see a lot of new technology we're adding to the stack. Then it's after you get 100% pretty much after the first few deals, you're at $250 for the review and $100 for the risk management. Next. Also, we were talking about we're in 24 different countries and also expanding, right? With our leader, with Michael Valdez and so many others, growing us globally. We're looking now to expand and add more commercial footprint and dots all around the world. So it is exciting, not just being in the US market, but global, because we know, especially in commercial real estate, you're doing business all around the world, not just in your backyard. This is one of the things we're talking about, portability. In commercial, we're not always local. We're international and national. Some of our clients that we've been working with have different businesses in multiple states, different regions. So it is important to be part of a company that can allow you to work in multiple states and really expand your business. And you're just not limited, we always say, tethered by your brick and mortar office. And that's where you're limited, and you're forced to send referrals to another office to give up most of your money. But, with the black ones, you got to understand the rules of different states and the turf states. So you need to we always say, talk to your state broker first and talk to the broker where you're doing business before you sign any contract. The big thing is we're constantly updating our technology. A lot of the tech you see here are going to be upgraded and added, but until we get it under contract, but we are adding the latest and greatest technology tools into our stack. So people now could do transactions, leasing, business brokerage, and how it integrates into the capital markets, how it can integrate into different services and corporate services to really help our agents and teams be more efficient and effective, especially in this market where we know we're going to use the word AI. AI is really the game changer, and you're going to see in eXp Commercial automating, adding, helping our agents become, I would say, more bionic, be more efficient than really just hiring more bodies of new agents or office managers or assistants to help them. But automating and plugging in AI could really be the game changer to help individuals be more efficient in the way they do business. This is the one thing that we all learned. I know our next guest, we cut our teeth at M&M, learning and educating. Yeah, I would say before, we're the nicer way of learning the business. We have the best type of education training, mentorship coaching, learning this business. And when Jeff and I talked later, you don't have to go around taking pictures of over 1,000 buildings and doing all these. Now with technology, boy, does it make it quicker. So, with our education program, starting from learning the business to start doing the business and growing the business to building your team. And we always say from there, sky's the limit, whether, what direction you want to go in once you learn the basics. But we always say you got to pay your dues, got to learn the basics, got to do the hard stuff before the easy stuff of really networking with your clients. But our education training is so important right now. We do encourage many of the agents that are interested in commercial is to learn more about the training, add more to your repertoire, your skill set, also the lingo and the language of commercial real estate. Because many of us, and our next guest will tell you, and so many that are in industry, we know if you're new or not by the way you talk. And if you start saying certain things, we know you're new. And we always say, the loan is pre-approved. Never say that, right? But a lot of the training that we give you will teach you the right way to speak to commercial real estate agents so you could really improve your business. This is the one thing for eXp agents in our realty side. We love our family. We have this for commercial already to train and educate. Please take a picture of this QR code. This will allow you to take, for eXp agents only, a way to learn correspondence and take a test to be certified. But this is just your key to open the door into commercial real estate. Don't think just because you take the course and get certified, you don't need a mentor, you don't need a coach, you don't need somebody to help you do this business. This is just putting you at a high level to understand this business, to speak the right language to everyone. But I do encourage, while the business is changing, and we know in commercial real estate, where residential already had their change in 21, 22, as the market was changing with interest rates, now commercial real estate, as everyone's starting to hear it, is really going to the change. We know this is going to be going on for the next 3 to 4 years. So it behooves everyone to educate yourself. $249 is a great deal, where it usually costs over a couple $1,000s. So please take a picture, get some more education and knowledge, but also always find a mentor and a coach. One thing is also, I always hate to say it, and a lot of friends that I brought over from eXp are from the outside world to join us with the revenue share and getting Icon. I know one of my friends that came over didn't believe that this was as great as it was. He said he would give me 1 year. He started getting great rev share. He is an Icon agent, many Icon friends, and they said, wow, eXp, when you're a top producer, basically pays you to be here. So I know with Jeff and many others here, we got to find other ways to make money for our company, because we're giving it away for commercial real estate agents. And now that we built a brand and recognition in the market, we got to start adding other services and other innovations to really make more money, because this is all of our company, as we're all shareholders. This is the best thing. I remember when I owned my company, I had to cut my own healthcare. Health is wealth. Everyone, please take a look. eXp has group healthcare. Everyone should look at it before cutting off your own healthcare, because many times with a family of 4 or 5, it pays for your 80, 20, 20,000 because of the money you're going to save with the group healthcare. So instead of you cutting off your healthcare or just buying major medical or not insuring yourself, please, it is so important to make sure you take a look to make sure that you're covered, because without your health, you can't take care of your family, and the family is the most important thing. Your health, your family's health, and then doing the business. So really important for everyone to take a look at your healthcare. Please follow us and like us on LinkedIn. We're just building all these ideas that we're sharing. We're very collaborative, whether you're with eXp commercial or not. We always like to share ideas because we know, especially in commercial real estate, it's a collaborative world. And when the next guest and I catch up, you're going to see how long we stayed friends and talked. But now we're all the same companies. But that's the exciting thing with commercial. We just stay in touch. We stay friends with each other. We share great ideas because we know if you do it enough times, they understand the platform, they'll be coming over. But we're here to share and collaborate, especially over the next couple of years. It is with my great honor, and I am so happy not to be the state DMB anymore, but have Jeffrey Peldon come over. Jeff, it's been like 30 years.
It has. I looked back into I still have paper files here at home in my file cabinets. And I look back at some of the dates, and I was dumbfounded just how long we know each other, where we started in this business as two newbies, okay? At least in the brokerage side. I mean, yeah. I'm a retired real estate attorney from New York. I was a corporate real estate attorney for a very large bank, which is now our good friends JP Morgan Chase. I ran their worldwide real estate portfolio. And before that, I was managing the real estate portfolio of Con Edison, which is the largest independent publicly traded utility in the country. So I come from a corporate real estate background, had an opportunity to relocate to California with my family. It was actually, I followed the family. The short version of the story is my wife and my two daughters are in the entertainment industry. Started on the talent side, and now they're on the production and agent and management side of the business. So I followed out and said, I'll figure a way. I wasn't going to sit for another bar exam, mind you, even though my older son-in-law is an attorney, partner with a very big firm here in Century City. And his comment to me was, Dad, a monkey can pass the bar exam. I said, okay, well, not a monkey who's not fresh out of law school, thank you. So found my way, as James did, Marcus and Millichap. It's where I'd say, am I wrong? Can I say 75 or 80% of the agents back in the day cut their teeth at Marcus and Millichap? And that's where you started. And I was very blessed to partner up with an individual who we became the #1 team and the #1 agent at M&M, and went on to many years of success with even our own company. And just to put things in perspective, when we hit $1 million in commission for the year, that set a record in the industry and at Marcus and Millichap. I'd hate to say now that how many of us are collecting nearly $1 million fees on a transaction, okay, and are $15 and $20 million earners in the business. But it was a different business then. James alluded to the fact of it was almost door knocking how we started. You were handed an apartment directory and said, go find owners, make calls 6 hours a day. Go walk up and down the streets of the San Fernando Valley, because you'll run into owners, you'll run into property managers, buy them a cup of coffee or bring donuts and they'll give you the owner's name, and it's another person to call. And it was army maneuvers, if you will, to be in commercial real estate in the beginning. But we've had an opportunity to watch the industry grow. We've watched the technology shift dramatically. We have always been, and in my experience after Marcus and Millichap, I was both a RE/MAX commercial owner. As a matter of fact, I got the first RE/MAX commercial franchise ever granted in the United States as a pure commercial franchise and we had 3 top offices in the greater Los Angeles area. Ran terrific, except for the most of you are not really going to recognize a reference to 2007 and 2008. We did have a real recession then in our real estate industry as well as the economy. So through that period, ran a most successful RE/MAX commercial franchise group in commercial. We were the top producers in the nation. I still have a picture on the wall behind me that was given to me by Dave Leninger for being the #1 commercial agent in the world. And he bought me a picture of Jackie Robinson at the Polo Grounds. So great picture back in the day. And at that point in time, my RE/MAX franchises went away with my franchise owner. Had an opportunity to join Keller Williams and become a Keller Williams owner. So one franchise brand to another residential franchise brand, where we're the tail on the dog. James will tell you, you need to be in a pure commercial environment like we have here. So had 2 very successful Keller Williams offices, Marina Del Rey, top market, West Side, Los Angeles, in shouting distance of UCLA. Great offices, great opportunity. But again, it's a residential franchise group. What people say, how could you live, how could you survive in that business model? And it was simple. Residential fed my commercial appetite. There were referrals to have. We attracted top agents. At KW, I started with an individual who's no longer with KW either, but Buddy Norman. We started KW Commercial's commercial board. That's already in place here. We have a commercial board. We have the top people attracted to eXp. eXp has taken the lessons that we've seen in all other companies. That's why eXp Commercial, as James said, is freestanding. We're freestanding, separately owned, even though we're part of a public company. We stand on our own feet from the residential side. But the crossover is incredible. I mean, every day I'm handling referrals from residential agents over to commercial agents, making marriages across state lines. The portability is incredible for people doing business operations, to have relationships all across the country now. It used to be you'd have a commercial owner who was invested in a market. It used to be, I'm a San Fernando Valley market owner. I'm an Orange County market owner. I'm a Bay Area market owner, and they own multiple properties. And then you start introducing, wouldn't you like to own something, Mr. California, in Florida? Well, why would I want to do that? Because every time you went to Florida on vacation, it's a business trip because you're visiting your property. Think about what your account.
Bring up Florida. We got Brittany Vygotsky.
That's what. Why do you think?
And CDMB of the year. And see, these are the things, and I know you've already been talking to each other about cross-selling and cross-doing it. So, Brittany, if you want to, share a little more and catch up the experience as our CDMB of the year, and hopefully Jeff, Diana, or one of them, you've raised the bar after Dr. Bill. Keep raising the bar.
I am so excited to have Jeff join the family as the commercial DMB, because that's exactly what we're doing, is marriages across state lines. There's so many deals and referrals that we pass from the big states like California, Texas, and Florida, and New York down here. So it was time we brought in a designated managing broker for California, and he came in at the best time at our 3-year anniversary. I started 2 years ago. We had about 20 agents in Florida. Now we're at 115. How many do you have in California right now, Jeff?
We have over 200 commercial agents.
Wow. That's amazing. So, we are taking over the whole country, but these big states are where we're doing a lot of the deals. And we're just so glad to have you. And that's right, because we have so many referrals. I mean, I sign about 50 a day, honestly, from the realty to the commercial side. And I've never seen anything like it. I came from one of the other big commercial firms. There was no residential division. And that was such an untapped, missed opportunity, in my opinion. that we have our realty partners and are doing all these deals across the country, which eXp Commercial allows. And it's the DMBs like us that are overseeing those transactions, making sure we're in compliance, but we allow our agents to get those deals done. And it's truly, I've never seen anything like it on the networking side. You know, it's one thing to go and cold call, and, you know, the way we were all taught is cold calling, pick up the phone, going to all this. But now there's this whole new revenue stream just from referrals.
And just the conversations that we have across with the residential agents about, you're talking to homeowners, you're talking to people who are, you know, significant high net worth, and they own businesses. And the other conversation is, you know, what do you do? Where do you do it? And can we help you? We have experts that can help you on your business side. And it's selling a business, expanding a property, disposing of a property. It's a continuous process now. I mean,
every single residential client we have owns or works for a company that needs commercial real estate.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, a short story right before I came over to eXp. And again, like James, like yourself, we've worked in all product types in commercial. You know, it's an opportunistic business. So I had a residential referral to me for a warehouse in Santa Clarita, California, which is now considered the motion picture district of Southern California because it's in the SAG range. They had a business that they previously sold the owners. They were way past retirement, but enjoyed, you know, the income stream, and turned around and said, "It's time to sell my 24,000 square foot warehouse." And timing couldn't have been better in the market. It was just something that it was a referral from a residential agent. The deal got done. We were, you know, had an escrow that didn't go through because somebody didn't do their homework beforehand. Next, an escrow closed, large check, referral to a residential agent. Everybody couldn't be happier, the sellers and the buyers alike. That's what we do.
You know, Jeff, and we're really excited as this journey. But the thing is, all three of us, we came from the big shop, but we see the opportunity of collaboration. Even though your time was short, you get it really fast. What do you see with the eXp platform collaborating with residential in our 24 different countries? I mean, look in your crystal ball as you have enough data sources to track a trend or pattern. What do you see for us for the future?
The growth, there is no cap on the potential growth of what we have. Because if you want to use a cliche, the residential side for us are the tentacles, and they're out there spreading the name, and they're opening the doors. So we go into market areas. eXp is now a well-known brand. So we're not explaining who we are. We're not explaining, you know, what the company is. You know, you've heard of eXp. We have a pure commercial division. We have the top players. The door's already open. People are answering the phone calls. And just the fact of the level of expertise that we have, James, the people that you've attracted to the company, both on an individual basis, on a team basis, and potentially going forward, you know, on an entire company basis. And I see day to day talking to other agents that I watch these little commercial startups, you know, 10, 15 people, maybe across 2 or 3 states. They don't have the staying power because they don't have the background, the backbone, the support. And those are the merge-ins. So do I see the growth one as the merge-in of other companies, the growth because of our exposure by name at this point, and the expertise. I mean, we're bringing a much higher level to the table than our general competition in the space.
Brittany, since you were here 2 years ago, what advice, what would you like to ask Jeff, especially now that you guys are doing so much? I see these conversations back and forth between Florida and California. What would you like to ask Jeff or share with Jeff on eXp and commercial and everything else to kind of give him some more, I guess, more of where we were to where we are now?
Yeah. Absolutely. I think we're finally getting the word out of who we are and what we're doing, but there's still more to do. So I'll give you an example. When I first joined eXp Commercial, I was a former CCIM president for our local chapter. I went there. I was so excited to tell everyone 2 years ago who we were, what we're doing. And they're like, I've never heard of it. Tell me more, but hadn't heard of it. Little skeptical. And I was like, just wait. I said, give me 1 year and I will show you what we will do. The next year, I sponsored that same exact event. I had over 50 of our Florida agents. And in that year, I just pushed us to go to every single industry event, CCIM, ULI, NAIOP, all of them. I showed them the deals we were doing, the teams we had, all of our experts in the field. And I just really pushed us out there and showed the power of eXp. And it's amazing the growth that we've shown. So same advice to you is go show them who we are, but we're already there in California. 200 agents is amazing. And, truly, what I love about eXp is that one day I can finally retire, right? I have so much more money in my pocket now personally from the deals that I do, and I'm not having to give it all to office fees. And, I don't need that fancy corner office with a window anymore. I'm working from my home or coffee shop or whatever property I may be at that day. So honestly, the opportunities are endless, and truly eXp Commercial is breaking barriers in the industry. Everyone that I explain our platform to, their eyes get big. They're like, wow, I didn't even know this was an option. So I just need us to keep breaking barriers in the industry and showing them what we can do, because really we just need our laptop and a car, and that's what our office is and where we need to be, and we get there and get deals done.
I mean, I will tell you, you're right on the money. My former affiliations with the company, I've been subleasing or negotiating lease cancellations for my former franchise groups.
Yep.
Companies that were 20 offices in the state of California, I've taken down to 12 at this point, simply because we know what the business model is and where it can be done. And eXp figured it out for all of us.
Absolutely.
And, Jeff, final words, because I know been around, I'm so happy you're here, and it always, as we know in commercial real estate, we're all friends, we all connected, we always play nice, try to collaborate. Of course, we all wear a different jersey, so it's always fun to do some battle and have some fun. If you had a crystal ball now, let's just say with sky's the limit, and what do you think you will do now coming over with this fantastic platform?
I can only imagine that over the next 24 to 36 months, that we can easily double, if not triple, our headcount in commercial. And those are going to be mini mergers. Our business is going to grow one agent at a time and one company at a time as they come in. And that's the direction. It's the answer. You, James, you've created the answer here inside of the eXp model, and eXp Commercial doesn't really have any cap or limits.
Well, and I would say we did it together, because each one of the great leaders and great people, piece by piece, I'm just a traffic cop making sure we all play nice and we drive the right lane and, listening to problems. And we're all leaders in our industry, whether volunteering or different groups or companies, right? And it's that ego, maintaining it and treating a culture. I truly believe with all these great leaders from top down, bottom up, we're creating a great culture, policing ourselves, watching ourselves so we can collaborate. And this is the one thing, as Brittany alluded, and you did, Jeff, and Marcus, 50 with juniors. We can collaborate more on an 80-20 split. We can share the wealth. We can work on deals. Jeff?
Right. Exactly. Listen, at the end of the day, you're in this, as a business. And if you have the best business model, you'll attract the best people to the business.
Well said. Brittany, Jeff, thank you. It's a pleasure to be working all together, growing this great company platform. And you know what? We should hopefully at our 3rd year anniversary in Birmingham, but other great things we're doing. We should have a fun little bet on agent count production. Where do we see this coming? Because I know they did it on the realty side. Let's get all of us together, because one of the things is we have fun. This
Yeah.
group has fun also.
Yes.
We have great people and a great family together here.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Everyone, thank you again for joining us on eXp Commercial Claim. Please reach out to Jeff or Brittany, our 2 state brokers. Brittany, our state broker, our CDMB of the year. And I know Jeff and many others may get that title next year. So it is really exciting to see everyone collaborate so well together. Please reach out to our state brokers or any eXp agent, residential or commercial, to learn more about our platform. Everyone, have a